welcome to another episode of Sports and Discourse with your host, Derek Stevenson. And on today's episode, I got to start off by saluting our 2022 Kentucky Wildcat football team. And the reason why is because they are starting off the season ranked 21st in the nation. And I know some people may be thinking like 21st ain't no big deal, but Kentucky has not started the season ranked in the top 25 since 1978. So this is an extremely big deal for Kentucky football fans. And to be honest with you, I never really saw this day coming. I had kind of just gotten used to Kentucky football being what it was. We was pretty much a school that every year we would get excited. We'd be hyped up. We'd be talking all of this stuff about what we're going to do and what the predictions could be. And then we was just never able to really put a solid product on the field, and we would always come up short. We wasn't really ever in contention with some of the better teams in the SEC. We was always just an afterthought. You know, we would schedule some weaker non-conference opponents and get a few wins in the season, and then we would always struggle in the SEC. So most of us had kind of gotten used to actually, pretty much being below average, pretty much being the bottom of the barrel in the SEC. We kind of accepted that we wasn't going to be better than teams like Florida, Georgia, Tennessee, and I hate to even say that, but that's just kind of where we was with it. And then all of a sudden, Mark Stoops came in, and slowly but surely, he's just been improving the program. And I never thought I would see the day where people are starting to say Kentucky's a football school. And I'm not really sure if I'm ready to quite say it's a football school because of our basketball program still being what it is. We still got a top-notch basketball program. But if you really look at it, if you take our basketball program and our football program, we easily have the best team in the SEC, because all the other schools that have good football teams, they can't mess with us in basketball. And we are hair off of their tails in football. We still got to deal with the Georgias. We still got to deal with, Alabama in the West, Texas A&M. It's still some schools that's in our way. But we definitely coming. And I'm excited, man. I've never seen these many top-notch recruits coming to Kentucky. We even starting to get some decent transfers. We got people that's, they might be coming from some of these bigger schools like Alabama, Georgia. They might be sitting on the bench, and then they might be starting to look at Kentucky and deciding that they might want to come over and see what Big Blue Nation is about. And, man, I just want to say that I hope that Mark Stoops stays and continues to build in this program. And I'm really excited about this season, man. Like I said, ranked 21st. Now, don't get it twisted. The top 25 is full of SEC schools. I mean, we kind of just already knew that's what it was. There's always probably going to be anywhere between 5 to 7 schools from the SEC in the top 25 at any given time. It just kind of is what it is. And the rest of the country may not like it, but we probably always going to have a representative in the championship game from the SEC. Well, at the end of the day, Kentucky's coming, man. So I just want to let everybody know it's time to be on notice. We starting to make history in Kentucky football. We starting to do big things. We starting to get big-time recruits. And we even got a quarterback that could potentially end up being one of the better quarterbacks in the country this season. So I can't wait to see what's going to happen. I'm super excited. And like I said, football's not really my thing when it comes to Kentucky. I normally stick to covering basketball, but I'm going to have to start getting into covering more of the football team and trying to keep my audience up to date on my thoughts about the football team. I'll probably have to start having on a whole bunch more guests to talk about it. I want to bring some people in, and that's definitely, that's definitely something I would like to have other people giving me some feedback on is this year's football team. So I'm excited, man, and I can't wait to see. So you guys let me know, are you excited for this year's football team? How do you think we're going to finish? I mean, like I said, we always still got to deal with those teams like Georgia, every once in a while. South Carolina could be tough. Ole Miss, Arkansas, like it's Texas A&M, LSU. I mean, it's always SEC is just always full of talented teams. So it's no telling how it could play out. And any given Sunday, you could beat a good team or you could lose. It's just how it goes. But I'm just glad to see Kentucky in the mix. But you let me know what you think about Kentucky this season. And I'm anxious to hear what you guys think. But before I wrap this up, I'm pretty sure all of you are already aware Kentucky basketball is about to pop off too. We got the Big Blue Bahamas tournament coming up in the Bahamas. And the thing that I like about this is I feel like it's not really necessarily so much about winning these games. I mean, obviously we want to win, but this is the perfect time for Calipari and the other assistant coaches to really kind of figure out what they may have to work with. And what I'm saying is this year's team seems to be really talented. It seems that he may have a lot more options than he normally has. He's got a lot more players that I feel like is worthy of playing quality minutes. So if I was him, I would use this time and I would focus on trying to experiment a lot. I mean, like I said, when I first started talking about this year's team, my whole thing was go small. Time to transition into small ball. Like I said, I would like to see some lineups with Reeves, Livingston, Wallace, Frederick, Sheboy. Like, I would like to see some small ball lineups. But then after I seen the open practice, I'm looking at some of the other guys. I'm looking at Toppin. I was looking at Wheeler. And I was kind of like, well, shoot, maybe a big lineup could work out. Maybe you could play Toppin and Sheboy because Toppin looks like he's playing more free. He's moving around on the court. He's shooting threes. He's driving to the basket. So now I'm not even for sure what to do with that. So like I was saying, this is the perfect time to experiment. You got 10 practices and 4 games, I believe, if I'm correct about that. And I just feel like this is a really good time to really figure out what this team is made of, what kind of defenders they're going to be. You can play some bigger lineups. You can play some smaller lineups. You can try out some of these guys that didn't get to play much. Like, you can try out Damian Collins, see how much he's improved, see what he looks like. You can throw Ware in there, give him some good run. Like I said, you can let Toppin and Sheboy play a little more free, let them play out on the floor a little bit, see what they can do. And then all of these guards that we got, you can really see what they're going to be about. And I think that defensively, Wheeler, Wallace, Livingston, I feel like they're going to all be pretty good defenders. Then, like I said, you got shooters look like Wallace is going to be a decent shooter. You got Reeves look like he's going to be a decent shooter. And then you got CJ who looks like he may end up being, wow. My light just went off. My bad. But anyways, man, I'm not even going to set up here and wrap this up. I'm going to finish it up real quick. And then I'll get that fixed for the next one. So just bear with me. But like I was saying, man, we just going to have multiple options. We're going to have multiple lineups. And yeah, man, I'm excited to see what they do in the Bahamas. But anyways, man, I got to charge my batteries because I thought I was good on my lighting situation, so I got to make sure I'm straight next time. So y'all forgive me. But anyways, let me know what you think about the Cats And we'll get back at it next time. Sports and Discourse with Derek Stevenson.